going to have a shorter stream tonight, but thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of some glow-in-the-dark yo-yoing. So feel free to join the vibes, and hope y'all enjoy. I have to get used to these yo-yos again. I haven't used them in a while. Not bad for a first throw. Yo, how's it going, man? Appreciate you being here. Yep, I thought that was gonna snag. You able to hear the music okay, or is it a little too quiet? Good. I'm glad. Yeah, hope you're having a good night so far. Just thought I'd do a quick little stream of some glow in the dark. It's always fun to do glow in the dark soul hum. Bring it back so you can actually see it a little better. Oh no. Gotta love that. Oh man. Hope your week is off to a good start. You done anything fun for going back to school or work or whatever you find in your life lately? Thank you. Yo, thanks man, I appreciate it. Glad you liked it. It's always fun doing soul hum tricks where you have two yo-yos at the same time. It's fun, but it's also a little bit frustrating to get started with. The room for error is not very high. So like, you have to be pretty precise or that happens, you know? Yo, glad you like it, man. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing soul hum, which is the style of doing two offstring yo-yos at the same time. And it's super cool in the black light as well. Dang. I'm trying to get better at that one. Where they kind of like orbit around each other really cool and like go all over the place. It's really fun. Yo, thanks guys, appreciate it. Glad y'all are enjoying the tricks, and welcome to the stream. Happy to have y'all here. See if we can get that anti-spin. This trick is called anti-spin, and it looks like this. 1 second. Looks like this. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. It's kind of hard to get the yo-yos separated afterwards. Apologies for the Add. Yo, thanks, man. In that time color. How the rods are shining. Oh, so I'm using a black light right now. And so what a black light does is it makes colors like these really pop and glow like this. And so, yeah, I have a black light right behind the camera. I'd turn it around, but it would be really bright on your screen. There we go, that was a good one. Yo, thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. If y'all are enjoying the stream, do feel free to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. No pressure if that's not your thing, though. But I appreciate it either way. Thanks for being here. That was close. That was so close. Can I do the DNA? Not with two yo-yos at the same time, I'll tell you that. I can do the DNA with one yo-yo, and I might do that in a little bit. It's a lot easier with a yo-yo that's connected to the string. Oh no. Sometimes when you do tricks like these, random stuff happens and you're not sure what happened. That's one of those moments. But yeah, I can do the DNA here in a little bit. I want to do a little bit of soul hum first though. Hope everybody's having a nice evening so far. I always forget that that happens sometimes. So if you're not careful when throwing the second yo-yo, the first one will snag and smack you right in the hand like that. Okay, yes. Come on. No. We got the essence of the trick. We got the essence of the trick so far. That was a good one. That was a good one. No worries, man. Everybody starts somewhere, and if you're enjoying yo-yoing, that's all that really matters in the hobby anyway. Like, I'm just glad that you also enjoy the hobby too. Let's see here. So that trick where I'm going sideways, right? Like so. Right now, I have it like sideways in front of me, and when I go like back and forth, like I'll get it in a few tries. But when you go back and forth, that trick's called ping pong, and it's a really fun one. It's just really hard to tell where the yo-yos are gonna land in the dark. Oh, that was close. That was almost it. Oh my. Okay. No. I'm trying to. So there's a trick called solo hum tangler, and basically what happens is what I was trying to do right there, but you do a somersault to the side of your body, and then you pull your hands apart, and the yo-yos spin around each other super fast. And I'm trying to learn how to do that. No, appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm trying to see if I can learn it. It's a really cool trick, and I think it would look awesome in the black light. But I haven't quite figured it out yet. Because stuff like that happens. And I'm not sure why one will fall off the string when I'm trying to do that, you know? Alright, let's try that again. That was kind of the idea, but like the momentum is supposed to keep going so that they can keep spinning around each other. Let's try that again. Let's figure this out today. I've been procrastinating learning this trick for a while. Let's actually try and learn it. Oops. Just gotta find a way to like keep both yo-yos on the string at the same time. Yo, how's it going, just Josh? Potentially. At the moment, I'm not sure how much we like need mods, but I will keep that in mind when we get to that point, because I think right now we're doing alright. But I appreciate it, and I will keep that in mind. Ah, dang. I lost the momentum. Lost the momentum, but that's okay. You like that you explain what you're doing, watching another yo-yo that doesn't seem to share much. Yeah, everybody does their streams a little differently, but I'm glad that you enjoy I'm glad you enjoy it. I feel like it makes a lot more sense to people, and I don't know, I just enjoy sharing about like the thought process and what I'm trying to do. Because usually it's because it's something I'm learning how to do in real time. Hunter stealing all your viewers. I don't know, man. He had more viewers than me to begin with. I'm just happy he's growing. Like, his channel has been popping off lately, and I'm really happy for him. He's been putting in a ton of work. He's been streaming like 4 times a day or something. Like, I have no idea how he has the energy to do that. But I respect it. Oh, that was kind of the idea. That was kind of the idea. It was not smooth at all, but that was the idea. Yo, how's it going, Landon? Appreciate you being here. Alright, let's try this again. See, the thing is, like, I feel like I want a somersault with like too much force, and I think maybe that's what's launching the yo-yo off the string. All right, let's try this again. Nope, that might have been not enough force that time. See, solo hum can be kind of finicky with figuring out the momentum, that's for sure. Do the DNA. I guess that's true. I did mention that I would do the DNA a little bit earlier, so I should probably actually do it. So give me just a second to get a yo-yo I can do that with. Got one right here. Am I competing in the next DYYL? When is the next DYYL, Josh? Didn't they just have one? Like a month ago? I competed in the last one in offstring, I think, didn't I? All right, we'll see you around, Oliver. Thanks for being here. Alrighty, let's see here. See, the hard part though is going to be that I can't see this yo-yo in the dark very well. But that was a first try. We take those. Like low-key in the dark, that's actually like a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like I've tried this on other streams before and like never got it, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself for hitting that first try. So there's your DNA, y'all. Probably December or January. Potentially. I mean, depends on how busy I am. I'm still debating whether or not to go to Florida States, which is also in December. The thing is, I'm in a couple of chamber choirs, and I have some Christmas concerts that are right around the same time as Florida States. And so I'm not sure if I can swing it, but we'll see. Oh goodness, the timing for that was terrible. Are you competing in it, just Josh? Dang. We kind of made some progress on that. Yo, what's going on? Appreciate you being here, man. Eiffel Tower. That's a good idea. I haven't figured out off-string Eiffel Tower actually, but let me grab my other yo-yo here in a second once I try this one more time. I'm trying to do a original soul hum trick. Dang. Give me 2 tries and then I'll go and do an Eiffel Tower, don't worry. I'm really trying to land this in the black light because it's super satisfying. These are not aligned very well. Okay. One more try and then I'll give you an Eiffel Tower. That's pretty cool. Let's see. How much to legally change your name to Yo-Yo? That'd be a great question. I have no idea. And to answer your question, Josh, I'm using Unlimiteds right now because they are my off-string yo-yos that glow in the dark the best. Okay. We're getting better at that trick, but I feel like I can never quite land the ending very well. Like I got it once and it happened to be on camera and I feel like I've never been able to replicate it since. But that's the essence of the trick at least. But let me grab you a yo-yo that can do the Eiffel Tower real quick. Like I know you can do Eiffel Tower with off string, but I haven't learned it yet. Because I focused on other things. Dang. Here's your glow-in-the-dark Eiffel Tower. It's really hard to see what's going on when I can't see the yo-yo. It's a lot easier on the glow-in-the-dark yo-yos. This one I can barely see it just because of like it's kind of translucent, and so like I can kind of see it because the string makes it glow a little bit, but not enough to really see what's going on. Well, got ourselves a very fun axle knot. Goodness gracious. There we go. Well, now a fun actual knot, but that's fine. Pretty cool, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Are the Unlimiteds good? Yeah, they are good. I like them. I usually use Japan Technology offstring yo-yos more, but the Unlimiteds are really good. I feel like they're super comfortable for solo hum, and they grind really really well. Like if you like doing grind style tricks, like they're really good for that. Let's see. What other tricks do I know? Good question. And also, I'm sure that was actually a troll question, but in case anyone actually is curious, I am in the process of doing like testing and diagnosis for ADHD and or autism, so we'll see. I don't know. It takes a while to get that figured out. I filled out a copious amount of tests about my behavior over the last like month, and did a 7-hour in-person testing with like psychiatrists and whatever, and like it's intense the stuff that they do for them, man. But I have no idea. They haven't done like an actual diagnosis for it yet. I'm just getting tested, so we'll see. I'm doing ultra Godspeed. I don't know if I know what you mean by an ultra Godspeed, but I do appreciate the sub. Let me think about what I would like to do for an ultra Godspeed for a second. I'm not really sure. Because the thing is that speed combos are very hard to do when you can't see the yo-yo. And that's kind of the point of the glow in the dark stream, is to like, have it be glow in the dark, right? And I can't do very many speed combos with offstring yo-yos. Oh no. We're in a precarious situation. But you know what I could do? Is I could try and do a speed combo with one offstring yo-yo. How about we try that? Let me get these onto the right string for a second. Get these organized. Because for solo hum, you actually do two different string lengths, one that's shorter and one that's a little bit longer. Yeah, most likely. I would agree. But, we'll see, Eddie. Depends on what the clinic has to say about it. I would be very shocked if it wasn't ADHD, but, we'll see. Come back. Let's see here. Sander just taught you Kohei's speed combo. Yo, nice. Hey, we got another Daniel in the chat. Let's go. You love to see it. So as for a speed combo that's like off-string style, that's probably one of my better off-string speed combos. It's a really fun one. It's so hard to do this when you can't really hardly see what's going on. Let's see here. No. See, it's so hard to do that when you can't really see. Like, you can kind of see with it being glow in the dark, but like, bro, it's actually so hard. Yo, Bendy, how's it going, man? How are you still awake right now? Or is, like... Welcome, Josh. Or, welcome, Josh. What do you mean? I already said welcome, Josh. I meant welcome, Bendy. And also, on second thought, Josh, I think I might actually, let's see here. How do you, I think I might take you up on that request you had earlier. Yo, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. Dang. I will try my best to get some speed combos going on in here, but I only have so many glow-in-the-dark yo-yos, so it'll be off-string style. But the problem is that I can't really see very well. But you make do. You make do anyway.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story with a professional website.
No. Come back. There we go. That was good. I say right as I drop a button. Oh, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Yo, Bendy, if you're in the chat, how's your soul hum journey been going? Last video I saw of you doing your soul hum rolls. It was really good. Come back. I don't know why I keep going for that bind. Half the time it just snags. Dang, I thought that was gonna work. I thought I had that. That was so close. Come back. Let's do some solo hum. That's probably my favorite thing to do in glow in the dark, at least for streams, is soul hum. It's just so satisfying, you know? Apologies for the loud noise. Sometimes when the yo-yo launches off the string, it just kind of flies, you know? Let's see, are yo-yos not supposed to be attached? These ones aren't. Well, let me rephrase that. These ones are supposed to not be attached to the string. They're called off-string yo-yos. And so the idea is that you launch them into the air, and you can do tricks where you hop it on and off the string, kind of like this, you know, like where they roll around each other. It's really fun. Have you ever seen Diablo, or Chinese yo-yos sometimes it's called? It's kind of similar to that. There's some nuances, but they're kind of similar. Alright. Oh, That was actually, we almost had that. I keep wanting to figure that out, man. It is hard. It is very hard. But it's fun though. Once you kind of get the idea of it and you get past some of the initial learning curve, it opens up a lot of possibilities for different kinds of tricks. And that can be really fun. And then it kind of becomes based off of like the momentum, right? Because like just barely that idea with the stall where like you spread the string apart and then the yo-yos hop over each other, like not necessarily the same way that they were in the rolls. So like you see the rolls here. And then I pull it apart and you can stall and hop them over each other, kind of more side to side instead of in a roll. I don't know, it's fun. Okay. I thought I had that. I thought I had that. Looks like we've got some interesting comments in the chat. I understand the desire for, attention and stuff like that. I get it, but I don't know. I've been around the block long enough to know that, like, first of all, that was super close, but just to know that that's not really my style, and I hope that y'all are able to find what you're looking for elsewhere, but not for me. Ooh, so close. Let's see here. Okay. I feel like I'm not quite committing to the stall as much as I need to. Like, I feel like you have to like really go for it. Otherwise, the stall just doesn't seem to really work. That was kind of there. You only do one roll. Let's see. I think only do one roll in front of you and move straight to the side. Yeah, no, that's fair. It is a spin time issue. I feel like I go through the rolls like I think I see where you're coming from. Like I do the solo hum rolls for too long before I go into another trick. And I lose a lot of spin in the process. like that was close. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just paranoid that I'm gonna mess it up because I'm like not prepared for the trick. I guess maybe that's the issue. I don't know. But you're right. The spin time is definitely the issue. Yeah, they. He had a backup account in case you were curious, Josh. I understand that people want attention, and it's fine. I get it. It's an important need in life to have attention, but this is intended to be a wholesome stream, not a questionable one. We're just here to have fun and chat and do yo-yo tricks, Let's see. So as you do it quicker, you get better at it. That's fair. You might want to learn what yo-yo should a beginner buy. Great question. So for standard, like beginner yo-yoing, I'd highly recommend the Spin Star. It has great spin time. It's a good shape and it's very responsive. So when you throw the yo-yo and tug it, it'll come back very quickly, which is great for learning, your introductory tricks like the Eiffel Tower, Rock the Baby, Brain Twister, and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Spin Star. It's a good one. But if you're wanting to get into offstring, on the other hand, which is a little bit of a steep learning curve to be your first style, but if you happen to, I think the Magic Yo-Yo T2 is pretty good for offstring. My first good offstring was an ACO Vamos too, and I liked it a lot. But it's also like $40 instead of the 20 something that the T2 is. Yeah, no problem, man. Hope that's helpful. You can get the Spin Star on yoyoexpert.com. I'm not sure if they sell it at other websites as well too or not. Alright. See, the other thing too, Bendy, that I find to be an issue is that when I go to the rolls in front of me, right? Like the soul hum rolls that are in front of me, I feel like it's almost like they're going on a diagonal of each other. So I know it's hard to show what's going on, but I feel like when they're not perfectly aligned, they're lined up, but when they pass from string to string, it's like they're going on a side instead of directly over each other. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, no, that's fair. Unlimited is the unlimited shape might be part of that, but I run into the same issue with my seals as well too sometimes. Dang. You're kind of off yours. That's fair. You're welcome, Kayla. I will get a DNA in here in a little bit. I'm just trying to practice a soul hum trick that I want to get better at. So give me just a second. And we'll get a DNA in a minute. Okay, that was pretty good. A little bit questionable on the release, but we take those. That was good. That was a good one. Let me grab a yo-yo for the DNA real quick. We'll see if I'm as lucky as last time. Last time I got it on the first attempt. We will see if today... Any regen tips for offstring or for 1A? Because they're kind of similar, but offstring has some nuances that 1A doesn't. But give me just a second to get this DNA, and then yes, we'll talk through some regens. The onion, we'll take it. No extra strands today, apparently. Womp womp. I'll try it one more time. Maybe not. It's so hard when you can't actually see the yo-yo like at all. Cause like it's one thing when you're using a glow in the dark yo-yo, but like this one's like I'm really just shooting in the dark over here. Yeah, never mind. We'll just take the onion. We'll take the onion. Onions add spice and well, maybe not spice, but they add flavor to dishes. It counts. Add flavor to the stream, I guess. But yeah, for regens, great question. Something to think about for offstring regens is that when you do the regen, you don't have a ton of time to react. So I'd say when you're first learning it, try with it spinning a little bit slower. So like for instance, you know, you may throw it a little bit slower. But the thing with offstring regens that are different than 1A regens is that you have the component of like timing the release after the regen. So like, you know, I do the bind, right? And then it'll go over my hand and I'll have to lift up to launch it up enough that I can actually bind it. So like there's a lot going on in a short period of time, right? So anything you can do to like slow down or practice like individual portions of it, I think is really good. The other thing that Chris Chun taught me at Worlds, which was like super helpful, was to deal with an issue I had where the binds kept slipping. I'd keep like trying to do that bind on the shoulder, but it would like slip and then the yo-yo would drop on the ground, right? What he suggested was that as the yo-yo is coming down, like I'll have it on my shoulder for a second, but as the yo-yo is coming down to the string, right? Like as it comes down, you want to pull up and then bring your hand back down just a little bit. So like a little bit of a tug, but like a pretty good tug, so that it starts to pull up and it starts to actually wind up. Because otherwise it's like kind of a shot in the dark on whether it's, you know, pun intended, but like on whether it's gonna actually catch or not. It might just slip. So other thing to think about too is that like regens can be kind of a grind to learn. It can take a lot of attempts and can get really tiring. So like if you need to take a break, like don't beat yourself up if you need to like take breaks more frequently when practicing. So yeah, those are some things that were helpful for me at least. Also, apologies for the ads. I'm just playing a playlist of copyright-free music, and unfortunately there's ads between a bunch of these, but yeah, we'll get there. You have trouble keeping the yo-yo on the inside of your hand when coming back. You have trouble keeping the yo-yo on the inside of your hand when it's coming back. So like, on which bind specifically did I figure out ghost bind? Like I understand the concept of ghost bind, but I'm not very good at executing it. Philip Pacific was showing me a like an alternative ghost bind that he does, where like he'll launch the yo-yo up in the air, right? And like it's up in the air and he'll do like 2 whips with the string. I don't know if you can see what's going on, but like he'll do like a whip and then like this to try and kind of like catch it on that second whip. So I've been trying to figure out that whoops, because I feel like that might be easier for me personally, but like the actual ghost bind, not really. Like I still need to try that behind the back thing where you grab it with the other hand, like you were showing me on Discord. Let's see. So for Regen's, when it comes back and does the loop, it always loops on the outside of your hand. Interesting. So like, are you referring to like when you do? Oops. Like that kind of a loop? Like, are you talking about that kind of a loop? Where like right as it comes to your hand, you like shoot it back out again? Like that? Oh gosh. I don't normally do that regen, but I probably should get better at it, to be honest, because I feel like it makes the regen combo way more fluid. Okay, so it loops on the outside of your hand, so like this is the one downside of doing a glow in the dark stream. But like, so wow, it's really hard to actually show this. I'm turning the lights on for a second just for the sake of figuring this out. So you're saying that it goes on this side of your hand, so like when it comes back for the loop, it wants to go this side instead of this side? Is that the issue you're talking about? Not gonna lie, it's like really awkward to do. Yeah, so like I find that like I kind of have to like angle my hand a little bit. I don't know if I dare do it this direction. But like part of it's also like it doesn't loop super well in the first place from the front bind, or like from a standard throw and bind. Like if you do from that bind, like that direction as opposed to this direction, I feel like it loops way better from the down throw than it does from the forward throw. So I would say if you're struggling with it, try doing it from a front throw. And while it's still like kind of awkward, I don't know, I think like the direction of the spin, in my opinion, helps with like keeping the yo-yo from tilting to the sides too much. Yo, nice man. I hope that you enjoy the hobby, dude. Congrats. Welcome to the yo-yo community. If you need help with tutorials, I have a few tutorials on my channel, but they're mostly geared towards offstring. But there are lots of really good tutorials on YouTube and on Yo-Yo Expert. So I'd really recommend looking into some of those. I know like Gentry Stein, for instance, has some good stuff for beginners, and so does Brandon Boo. Hunter has some good beginner stuff. But I learned most of my beginner stuff from Yo-Yo Expert. They have really good tutorials. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad that it was helpful. I'm still trying to get better at regens myself too, to be honest. Where's the best place to learn competitive 4A front style tricks? Dude, I wish I knew. I would know better. I would know a lot better tricks if I knew where that would be as well. But Japan Technology has a YouTube channel where they post a bunch of off-string tricks. But it's more kind of geared towards that style of tutorial I was talking about earlier, where it's more like, well, actually no, that was me responding to a comment. It's more in the style of like, they'll show you the trick, but not necessarily explain the trick. They'll just show it to you, and then they might show it in a couple of angles, and then they go to the next trick. But that can still be helpful. But if you want to learn competitive front style foray, I would say the best bet would probably be to watch some competitive foray in slow motion and try and break down the combos from there. Yeah, I know, seriously. Like the eye protection, like people don't realize, but like, bro, these black lights, like they're so cool with the glow in the dark, but man, they mess with your eyes if you don't have some sort of protection, man. Like it gives me a headache immediately if I don't have these on. And I don't know if that's just me, but like I feel like it messes with my head. And the sunglasses help a little bit at least. But yeah, there's some really good front style competition combos that from 2024 Worlds. Like if you look up I believe it was Tsubasa Takada. Is that his last name? Tsubasa? Him, Ryo Oishi, and there were a few others that had like really, really good front style combos, especially in prelims and semis. So I'd recommend looking into some of those. You used to have a wooden yo-yo? Dude, like, wooden yo-yos actually are really fun. Like, my dad's big into woodworking, and we've been trying to come up with a design to make a wooden yo-yo too, actually. I have he made a test run of it, but we still need to tweak it for sure. Yes, Ryo Ishii's tricks are so cool. I absolutely agree. His speed combos in prelims were wild, dude. Like they were so good. Him and Tsubasa were actually insane. Like they absolutely knocked it out of the park in prelims. Yeah, I thought I saw that coming. Like I think of the freestyle, the 4A freestyles at Worlds. Like there were so many really memorable ones. Like obviously Ryan's winning freestyle was like amazing. I really enjoyed Hamad's. And then of course Ryoishi and Tsubasa. And then Tomohiko Zanka had like really cool arm combos that were like super unique. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Have I tried foray throws with aluminum rings? I have, yes. Yeah, no, that's fair on the arm tricks versus neck tricks. I feel like neck tricks are also way riskier usually. But I think, personally, I really like arm combos, but neck, that's because like with the neck combos, they usually just make me dizzy or I can't see what's going on when I try and do them myself. You remember the string would wear at the tip? Yeah, that's fair. That happens with wooden yo-yos. But yes, I have tried some off-string yo-yos with aluminum rims. Um, I tried the wild boundless, and it's really good. I wanted to try the Fugaku from Japan Technology, but I didn't have a chance to ask Ryo or Tsubasa if I could try theirs before Worlds ended, unfortunately. And I still haven't tried most of the C3 offstring yo-yos. I've only tried the contrail so far. And I liked the contrail, but yeah, I still want to try some more offstring. Oh, I also, what was the one? Bendy, you might need to help me out with this. What was the yo-yo that Sean was using for comp for a while, and then he decided to switch? The one from Yo-Yo Rec. Do you remember? Because that one also has aluminum rims, I think. Or it might have stainless steel rims, actually. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm getting mixed up with aluminum and stainless steel rims. I've tried ones with stainless steel rims. I haven't tried any with aluminum rims, now that I think about it. You had chips in it from the dog walks. Dude, that's awesome. Like, it's so fun to be able to take a yo-yo and just like, you know, take it everywhere you go and just like throw and just have a fun time, you know. Like it's such a fun little thing to just do. It's one downsides of being an off-string player is that it's a little harder to do that with an off-string yo-yo, but man, with like a good little wooden yo-yo or like a plastic one that is responsive, it's just so much fun. Really relaxing. You have the ohm, and it plays really well, but the gap was pretty wide. That's fair. I feel like that makes sense for Gunju's style though, like, because he doesn't do a ton of like Regen. Oh my gosh, this is so scuffed. How on earth is it? Okay, there's no way that should have gotten that long, but yeah, he usually doesn't do a whole ton of like regens or things that really need a ton of response. So I can understand why he might have it be a little bit like a wider gap width so that it would stay unresponsive. Or maybe not necessarily unresponsive, but not like uber responsive, you know? Come on, no! That was so close. Okay. Let's go. Let's mostly go. Not sure if you're still on, Bendy, but if you are, have you noticed any issues with spin time for the unlimited compared to your other off-string yo-yos? Because like I find that it just doesn't quite have as much power as a yo-yo with like bigger rims. You know, even though it has like the, I don't know if you can really see it, but it has like the double rim right on the inside. But I don't know, for some reason, like either a yo-yo that has metal rims or just bigger rims in general, I feel like just has more power and more spin time. But it could also just be a skill issue because like Ryan literally won worlds with the unlimited, so I mean it's probably just a skill issue to be honest. Compared to the Amulet Pro, you have to be more careful or more deliberate. Yeah, no, that's fair. So are you saying the unlimited feels like it spins forever, or the Amulet Pro feels like it spins forever? Because I feel like the Amulet Pro spins for quite a long time too, and like it could just be a skill issue on my part. I've only been playing off string since like last December, so like what, 10 months. So I mean, like it could very much be a skill issue, right? But I feel like just like with the bigger rims, it's just easier to get more spin. Oh, the ohm spins forever. That makes sense. Those like I never realized how big of a difference those rims make until I tried Sean's, either Sean's yo-yos or Chen Zhao's Boundless. Because, like, holy crap, those spin for so long with the added weight. It's insane. The only gripe that I really have with the Boundless though is that it's just like a little bit bigger in diameter than I would like, which makes it like kind of awkward to do chopsticks, which I like to do chopsticks tricks, and so that's kind of, you know, awkward for me at least. But in terms of like performance of the yo-yo, it's top notch. So, again, could be a skill issue thing, and or just like needing to open, like needing to spread my hand out more so that the yo-yo can go between my fingers for the chopstick mount. Come back. The joys of chasing off-string yo-yos around chairs. You don't really have Boundless. Oh, you don't want Boundless because it's PC. That's fair. That's fair. Actually not even most. Literally all of my off-string yo-yos except for my Hayabusa are palm. And it's on purpose because I like palm better than PC. But that said though, the Boundless really does give PC a great, gives you a really great option if you like PC yo-yos. And even if you don't, I think it's still worth it to try a Boundless, whether or not you buy one. Because like the performance of it's actually really good. You got a point, Bendy. That's the thing. Material doesn't matter as long as you don't mess up. Epic foreshadowing of the like 5 swap outs I would have. No. That's like, I don't know, something I'm trying to figure out with like upcoming competitions is like, what do I do if I have a ton of swap outs and I also do solo hum? Like, am I just toast at that point? Like, because I have a competition set for the seal, and I have 4 seals and then 2 Amulet Pros, which are the same shape, diameter, width, basically. And so even if it's, you know, not optimal to use the Amulet Pro and seal at the same time, you can. So all in all, a set of 6. But it's like, what do I do if I just, you know, choke so hard that I run out of yo-yos? You know, like. Maybe that's the moral of the story, is just to get good, but like, you never know, man. Sometimes you just have like a really bad run. You swapped out 5 times the AMYC and still had a positive tech score. Now that is a flex. Bendy, you are built different. That is absolutely a flex to have minus 15 and still have a positive score afterwards. That's actually crazy. You heard a bit about the material for a yo-yo. Oh, the tri-material for a yo-yo by Wild. Any news on that? I tried the proto for that at Worlds too. It was really interesting. Like, I liked it, but it's also like pretty heavy, which I mean can be very advantageous for off-string, right? I don't know. I feel like that's when you like, It'll play pretty different than most off-string yo-yos that you've played, but it's really good though. I will give it that. Like its performance is insane. It's just like it's a bit jarring because it's just like different than you expect. Yo, how's it going, Kirsten? Or is it Kirsten or is it Kristen? Kirsten. Welcome, Kirsten. Ryan Sig will probably be palm because he likes grinds. That's true. He probably would. I'm really interested to see what they do for Ryan Sig because there's no way they're not going to do a Sig for Ryan. That was somewhat painful. I'm genuinely so curious what they're going to do about that because they did the signature colorway for him and also for Miles, which is interesting because Miles isn't even on Wild, but yeah, I'm curious to see what they do for his Sig. Yo, thanks, Kirsten. I appreciate it. You're keeping money on the side waiting for it to come out. Good idea, honestly. It's a really unique yo-yo. I liked it. I just don't know if I would. Why do I keep doing that, man? I liked it. Holy crap. It's that time of the night, isn't it? Where I just start making really random mistakes. I liked it a lot, but I just don't know if I would get like multiple of them personally. Just because I'm not really like at a stage where I can just like, you know, buy a comp set of every offstring yo-yo I like, and you know. Come on, no. Like I really liked the seal and it was a good price, and so I went for it. But even that, you know, like getting 6 of those is like, gets really expensive really fast. Yo, thanks, Kristen. I appreciate it. Yo, appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying the drip. The sunglasses are mostly because the black light makes my eyes hurt, and the sunglasses help minimize that. But they have the added benefit of making it look, of giving me some style points. Dang. Yo, happy birthday, man. I can do my best. It is a little too dark to do a real, like a 1A Godspeed, but I can give 4A Godspeed a go. Papa. So close, I actually almost got that perfect. Can you get a shout out? Of course. I have to get close enough to the string. It's so dark in here that it's hard to see. Shout out to Foxy. Appreciate you being here. You going hard? Yeah. Off string is very physically demanding. I've come to realize compared to most yo-yo styles I've done so far. I get very tired when I'm doing like a full competition freestyle kind of a thing. Like earlier today, I was practicing for ante for like 3 hours, and bro, like I was so tired after that. Dang. Can I do a body combo? I can, yes. Yeah. Yo, glad y'all liked the rejection to under the leg whip. I really like that one too. You should learn it. It's fun. Yo, thanks, man. I do actually do. I do competitive yo-yoing. Yes, I do. I used to be into competitive yo-yoing like 11 years ago, And then I took a break from competitive for a while and got back into it last year. Because I used to do 1A, which is the more popular style for yo-yoing. And then last year, I got really interested in learning offstring, which is also known as 4A, which is this style. And so I've been competing in that over the last year as I've gotten back into yo-yoing, which has been really fun. And the community, especially for offstring, but you know, the yo-yo community in general has been really good to come back to. I've been happy to be back. Thanks, Kristen. I appreciate the support. Shout out to Joe. Thanks for being here. We got a lot of requests for Godspeed today. I'm surprised. I feel like it's usually DNA, but I don't mind doing Godspeed. It's a far more interesting combo in my opinion. And I need to practice it anyway for competition. So I need to learn more speed combo elements, to be honest. So any offstring players in the chat, like if you have any suggestions for speed combos, let me know. I still need to go and dissect some of the ones that from Worlds, like go back in the videos and watch them in slow-mo. I don't know why I keep doing that bind. It always snags the string, like, well, not always, but a lot of the time, the string snags. And yet I still go for it. How's my offstring DNA? Non-existent. But I have gotten better at horizontal offstring. And by better, I mean I can actually do like one trick. You're able to get an autoscopy. How do you even pronounce that? Autoscopy for $100. Nice. Yo, how's it going, Kyle? Appreciate it. I'm just kind of hanging out, playing offstring. No, of course not, Joe. You're just fine. Do you know all of the speed elements from recaptures? I'm not sure. I know a bunch of them, but not all of them probably. Can I do a regen combo? Yes. And Joe, nope, I don't think that you're done. I think you are just fine. I'm sure you are a smart person, and I think everybody is smart in their own right. I may not be very good at some things, but I'm good at other things, and that's okay. Let me see if I can get a regen combo. Okay.
These mushrooms make you feel better.
Okay, now hold on a minute. What the heck? Why on earth are there YouTube ads about that? That's not questionable at all. Apologies for that. No, I'm glad, Joe. Appreciate it. I absolutely agree. Everybody's just different. Whoops, typo. Yo, thanks, man. I'm glad you like the regen combo. It's fun. I'm trying to get better at it. Yo, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for being here. Yes, I know, right? Like the glow in the dark with the string makes it like so fun to watch. Like especially with like slack and whips. It's just super satisfying to watch. Dang. I thought I had that. Also, Bendy, I've been trying to practice that one bind. That's kind of like the open string bind, but the one where you do to the side kind of a thing to like get it to kind of go in midair. I've been trying to practice that one today too. Let's see, you're at the top 10. Lol. Yeah, no, like being weird's not a bad thing. I'm sure you could, man. I'm sure you could. Like, I've only been doing this style for a year. If I could do some of this, like, give yourself some time, I'm sure you could do it too. The trick is to flick it. Okay. For that sort of like, for the one that goes like that. I don't know if y'all can even see that flick, but so let's see. You wrap it around your thumb a little bit. You know, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kirsten. Yeah, I'll try that. So like, I don't think I flicked the string hard enough on that one. Let me try again. The other issue is that it's harder to see again because of it being dark. But I was landing it earlier today. It's just it didn't look that different compared to like the open string bind. So I'm not sure if like the combo I did it in, people would actually be able to tell that I did a different bind. Let me turn the light on for a second so that I can actually practice hitting this when I can see. Kind of like that. Okay, now it's even harder to see it all with the light on. I take it back. Maybe it is easier to see with the black light in the dark. Let's see here. Wrap around the hand or thumb like doing a magic drop. Pull the string tight and flick it. Okay. So like, more like this. Probably should have waited to turn the light off until I demonstrated that. Now, that one felt pretty good, but it was like, The other issue is that when I do the flick, is that sometimes my hand's in a different position, and so like the yo-yo will come and like smack me in the finger. Let's see, favorite movie? Let's see. I'm not a huge movie person, to be honest, but I do enjoy Star Wars. I really like the original trilogy and episodes 1 through 3. I like the newer ones they're all right, but like I like the older ones more. I'm also a fan of a lot of different like animated movies, like How to Train Your Dragon and stuff like that. I don't know, those are fun. I enjoy those kinds of movies. The yo-yo tried getting spin around, that's why it's always loose. 2 from 2 with, that's true. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting the consistency. The issue is just like the timing and making sure that my hand is in the right position to not get like absolutely smacked by this yo-yo. Dang, that's close. Oh, somebody asked earlier, and they might have already left, but I do actually know some like around the body combos, and I apologize that like the lights keep turning on and off, but like it's a lot easier to see what's going on in the light when you do those kinds of tricks. Dang. I'm still trying to work on the ones where I like immediately go into a recapture. But I feel like there's just so much momentum that it's hard to control it. And it could be that I'm launching the yo-yo up too high. Dang. Yeah, I think I'm launching the yo-yo up too high for that. So I might need to just do that kind of stuff differently. But yeah, it's a bind where it's a bind I do where I launch it above the head. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Doing salsa with the yo-yo. Yeah, I know. Like it feels kind of like a dance, honestly, when you're doing a lot of these competition style combos, because you're just like spinning around so much. And I try and minimize that because I get dizzy. So like I try and just do like half or quarter turns instead of like full 360s, because if I do full 360s, I lose my balance too easily. I don't know how everybody does all those 360 tricks, man. It just makes me fall over. That was almost a perfect, well, maybe not perfect, but it was almost a really good one. Can I do 360 tricks? Here's the thing. I have tried 360 tricks, but the issue I have is that I lose my balance. Like the trick itself is usually not that hard of a trick. The problem is staying balanced. Like I will lose my balance like every time. Like even on 360 no scope, which objectively is probably one of the easiest 360 tricks you could do in offstring. Like I just get so dizzy from trying to do the 360 immediately that I'm just like never in the right orientation, and I like lose my balance, and then I miss the yo-yo, and then I'm sad. And so at this point it's like I could grind for getting 360 tricks, but I feel like I would just constantly be dizzy, and I don't really enjoy being dizzy, you know? So like I'd rather do like partial turns for now, and maybe I'll work up to it at some point for like 1 or 2 tricks. But yeah, at the moment 360 tricks are just like, I don't know, they just mess with me too much. How many yo-yos do I have? I have around like 30 yo-yos. Probably more than I really actually need, but yeah, I do have yo-yos that are different for competition and for practice sometimes. Like for instance, like I don't really compete with these too much, and that's mainly just because I only have 2 of them. But also just because I like some of the other yo-yos I have more for competition. But like, if I'm going like full competition mode, like I could show you what a full competition kind of like combo looks like. Like I've been trying to work on mine for anti anyway, so if I can get this black light from falling off. But if I turn the lights on and I switch the lighting a little bit, because there's no way I'm not doing a combo, or not a combo. I'm not doing competition in the dark. It's way too hard. But I can do competition in the light. What I do, what that would look like. So give me just a second to get this set up. All right, let's do this. Okay. Let me switch yo-yos. These yo-yos are too fast. Hang on, these yo-yos are too fast. That's the other reason I don't do comp with these. Is because I'm just not used to their speed. Like the yo-yos I usually use are a lot, maybe not like a lot slower, but slow enough that I can actually keep up with them. So give me just a second to get these set up. And we'll try that again. All right, let's give it a go. It was close. It's too fast, dude. But there's only so many like copyright-free music I can use for this, dude. But we got this, we got this. I don't know why it keeps dropping that line. Okay, let's finish this. Not sure why the music skipped there. Dude. Man, the control is like killing me here. We got this, we got this. We're gonna get this, we're gonna get this. No, we're not. It's okay. You would be wrong, Tim. I drive a Honda. Dude, why does that keep missing? Retake this. I moved the wrong way. Man. I don't know. It's too late for me to actually pull this off, dude. It's way too late to pull this off. But now I'm determined. This is a dangerous place for me to be. No, dude. Man. This is what I go through for y'all. Is I keep doing these over and over again, hoping. Like this has been like the last like month. Okay, genuinely, what the heck just happened? Yeah, this is not happening. I had false hope. It's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. We're going back to the chill. We're going back to chill here. It's too late. It's too late in the evening right now for me to be like doing full on comp right now. Apparently, it's too late for me to do solo hum too. Oh boy. See, the thing is, earlier today, I spent like literally 3 hours on that freestyle, and the best run I had like 3 or 4 restarts. I don't know, man. It makes me pretty frustrated, but it is what it is. Yeah, I do need more practice for competitive. I'm definitely not top 5, that's for sure, but maybe at some point we can get there. I'm hoping to improve, that's for sure. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Over the leg is the most difficult part. Yeah, that's fair. Over the leg is pretty hard. Do I have a favorite yo-yo trick? I do have some favorite yo-yo tricks. For solo on at least, it's the trick that I've been trying to land this entire time. That I've never. It just doesn't seem to want to land at this point. But I would say for other styles, like for 1A for instance, I'd say my favorite trick. 1 second. Gotta get rid of this ad real quick. Oh my gosh. I clicked the skip ad not to get another ad. I clicked the skip ad to skip the ad. But for 1A, I really enjoy these style of tricks, like where it's a lot of string hits. Like, I really enjoy stuff like that. I also enjoy this out of nowhere, there being a tower. It's always fun. Oh, my true favorite 1A trick though is a style of trick called Lord of the Flies. Is stuff like that. It's so fun. I don't know. I really enjoy that style of trick. Yeah, thanks, Kirsten. I appreciate it. Drink some water. I should drink some water. I haven't had any water, and I've had it like right here the entire time. Thank you for the reminder. It's also like almost midnight too, so that is part of it. Yeah, I really like the tower one. It's fun. I might have one more DNA in me. Oh, maybe it's an onion. I don't know. Ever since Ray called it the onion when there wasn't any additional strands, I just keep calling it the onion. There it is. We take that. We take that. All right. Well, I hope y'all have been enjoying the stream. I probably got to head to bed because it's almost midnight and I am heading out of town tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all for being here. If you enjoyed the stream, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. And I hope to see y'all around soon. Have a good night, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Yep, I am definitely getting some rest. Don't worry. Thanks for being here, y'all. Have a good night.